We're going to welcome an adjunct professor at Montclair State University, Dan Geltrude. All right, Dan, so let us know, when will it be time to finally buy a home?
Well, timing the market, no matter whether it's a stock market or real estate market, is always tricky. So let's start with that. But here's the problem that we have right now. The true issue is that there's simply not enough inventory of housing. And that is what is still keeping the price of housing pretty high right now. So what I would tell people is forget about timing the market. If you find the home that you like and you could afford the monthly payments, then go for it. Even though interest rates, I do believe, are going to come down over time, you have the opportunity to refinance in the future.
Well, also, this is a big topic you need to look at when you head to the ballot box in November. Remember what the mortgage rates were under Donald Trump. They were less than half of what the average has been under this Biden-Harris administration. So Costco's rollout of their new membership card scanners, we talked about this about a month ago. So at the entrance of its U.S. locations, it's still ongoing. So you have to scan your card before you are allowed to enter. You don't just normally just show them anymore. You have to go through a scanner. This initiative is already proving to be quite profitable for Costco. Morgan Stanley analysts are saying that Costco could have a Netflix moment, meaning we could see an unprecedented amount of growth for the retailer. Of course, Netflix, you know, Dan, they really cut down on that password sharing. You have to have your own account now. This kind of seems like Costco. You cannot share that card anymore at all. Will this be quite a game changer for Costco?
Yeah, it really could be. Look, it makes a lot of sense to have the check-in at the door as opposed to waiting for people to be in line. And we know at Costco, those lines can get quite long. But, you know, there's a couple things at play here with this scanning. It's not just to stop non-members from coming in. It's also a way of how they can control inventory because they can see what people are buying. And anyone, or I should say any business that has inventory, significant inventory, that's one of the most difficult things to control, and it drives a lot of profit. So Costco is going to be able to figure out what they're running low on to be able to order more, and at the same time, they're not over-ordering product for the shelves.
Interesting. Dan, I had not heard that. That is quite interesting. It seems like a very smart move from Costco. But from Costco to Sam's Club, now they're bringing out Thanksgiving meal deals. Members can feed 10 people for under $100. So these Thanksgiving meals can be delivered to members in under 2 hours. The items are pre-cooked, they're ready to go and to serve in under 2 hours. Dan, roughly 25% of Sam's Club members are millennials and Gen Z, just looking for a better value for their dollar. We know that Aldi also rolled out a Thanksgiving meal for just $47 that allegedly feeds 10 people. What do you make of all these kind of value Thanksgiving deals that are coming out?
Well, I think they're good things. Look, in the case here of being able to feed 10 people for $100, $10 a person for Thanksgiving, you certainly can't go wrong. Listen, inflation has been crushing people. And when you look at the people who are using Sam's Club, which is that younger generation, look, they want to be able to enjoy the holiday, as everyone does, without going broke. So I think this is a really good thing for them to do.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. Last but not least, Keurig Dr. Pepper will buy energy drink maker Ghost for more than $1 billion. So this may have had something to do with the fact that Ghost net sales have quadrupled over the past 3 years. So far, this is reportedly the biggest deal Keurig has signed off since acquiring Dr. Pepper Snapple Group back in 2018 for nearly $19 billion in cash. Dan, could it be time to start buying Keurig stock?
Well, look, I do think this is a good move. This is an opportunity to expand their beverage portfolio. And again, a lot of the younger people are into these energy drinks. So if people are thinking Dr. Pepper is kind of for the old people, like I love Dr. Pepper, here's an opportunity to be buying from a company that has their finger on the pulse of young people wanting to have these energy drinks. So overall, I think it's a positive.
Ooh, I do too. Dan Geltrude, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Always a pleasure having you on. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Alex.